This is Industrial Training Video Presentation. Assalamualaikum. Allow me to intro the personal information first. Name: Muhammad Nur Ayman bin Yusri, Class M381105A. The industrial period is within 6 weeks, from of the 10th of August to the 18th of September 2020, and the industrial training place is at Mardi Tanjong Karang. After that, I will continue the presentation, starting with the introduction of the industrial training place. Mardi Tanjong Karang is located at Parit Satu Sungai Sire, refers to the area in Selangor State, Malaysia. It is located 6 kilometers from Tanjong Karang town, Selangor, and 69 kilometers northwest of Kuala Lumpur. History: Mardi is the Malaysian Agricultural Research and Development Institute. In Malay, Institute Penyelidikan dan Kemajuan Pertanian Malaysia, abbreviated MARDI, is a body of government in Malaysia under Ministry of Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry, now known as the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Industry. Next, go to MARDI mission. This mission is to creating inclusive knowledge and technologies for sustainable agro-food sector. To create, innovate, transfer and apply knowledge, competencies and services to transform the national food and agriculture and bio-based, and lastly, make industries toward increased commercialization and competitiveness. Next, the MARDI vision is to be a world-renowned research and development organization in food, agriculture and bio-based industries by 2015. Next, we go to the map section of the building layout plan inside the Mardi Tanjong Karang area. This plan shows more than half or more than 65% of the total area in this map is covered by paddy fields blocks, and while the rest area are blocks for management of other crops, workers' accommodation, and multi-purpose buildings such as offices, halls, stores, galleries, and others building. The second map picture, on the other hand, shows the plan that has been zoomed specifically to the Mardi paddy field block area only. In this paddy field block has 4 large blocks. It is called Block A, Block B, Block C and Block D. Each block has a slightly different management. In each of these blocks a road was provided, with ditches, water lines and ditches. Next, continue to the scope of division of tasks work here. Each department has its own work within the organization. For your information, not all scopes of work have enough time for us to get involved in just a short 6-week period during this industrial training period. After this, I will explain first the scope of work chart. This is a chart for each department in Mardi Tanjong Karang. This component are: firstly, here, in every company there must be an administrative unit. In addition, the Director General's office. Next, is part of the Rice and Rice Research Center. And the last one is the Technology Transfer and Entrepreneur Development Center. The scope of work that we are most involved in during this industrial training is under the Director General's office, and the second most is under the Paddy and Rice Research Center. After that, here is a more in-depth chart for the Head Director Office. Among the fractions are: firstly is Mardi Agrotechnology Park. Secondly also is Farm Management, and lastly is Fertigation Crops and Landscaping. This branch of work and scope under the Head Director Office is what I am most involved with and feel good the experience. Among the work done below is related to the Mardi Gallery. What has been done is such as painting and updating exhibition materials, arranging the exhibition position periodically, and calculating the stock of sales books in the Mardi Tanjong Karang Gallery. Still under the Mardi Agrotechnology Park, that is, at the Laman Tiba, among the things done is to paint the entire surface of the site wall in stages and arrange the exhibition materials. The function of this place is as a site to entertain the guests or visitor after arrived. Under the Mardi Agrotechnology Park, which is in the Kelulut site, among the things that have been made are repairing the broken net stakes and repairing sun protection nets, and do arranging the flowers. The function of this place is as a site for defended, the Kelulut bee colonies.
under the Mardi Agrotechnology Park, which is in the Laman Sawa. Among activity those that have been made is to put the Malaysian flag around the rice fields Laman Sawa in conjunction with celebrating Independence Day. And do planting decorative flowers like Japanese roses on the roadside. Function this places is a main attraction for visitors from outside to do interesting activities such as kayaking, rice planting demo, fishing, and other. Under the Mardi Agrotechnology Park, which is on the pineapple site, Laman Nanas, among those that have been made is general maintenance weeding in the pineapple plot, and cleaning the dry leaves and trash in this plot. The function of this place is to generate additional the income and preserve the varieties of pineapple such as Yankee, Josephine, and MD2. Under the Mardi Agrotechnology Park, which is in the herbal site, Laman Harbour. Unfortunately, I did not have enough time to accept the any activity or task here. The function of this place is to preserve the herbs that can be used as traditional medicine. And the last site under the Mardi Agrotechnology Park, which is called the Laman Nadir. Unfortunately also, I did not have enough time to accept the any activity here. The function of this place is to preserve the types of plants that are already threatened with extinction. Almost it extinct but still exists. Next, go to the management of the farm, which is mainly here is in the management of the paddy crop. Among the experiences gained here, firstly, we are doing the work of transporting paddy seedlings from the nursery to the field, and planting paddy seedlings using manually method, and doing the work of removing the unwanted plant and the weedy rice in the paddy fields during the paddy vegetative growing stage. And do not to forget, the work of managing the water level in the fields. Next, the second thing, under the management of the farm, which is the second most here after paddy, is the activities of coconut plantation management in the coconut trees farm. Among the experience that I gained with him is doing the regular cleaning work of coconut fronds around the coconut plantation area. And I have followed there and see how the Mardi workers market the coconut products that have been obtained earlier, are sold to retailers and wholesalers in the town area, which must have a demand in the market. Continue to the last branch under the management of the head director office is landscape and fertigation crops. The first thing under it is the bitter gourd fertigation crop. Here we done the harvesting activities on the ripening bitter gourd, and we involved in the initial marketing process, such as weighing every 10 kilograms each packet and packaging it. Next, still under landscape and fertigation crops. The second crop is chili fertigation crop. Here we have planted chili seedlings from the seed tray. After the young chili tree is estimated to 20 centimeters tall, we tie it with a rope to the spike, so that the stems of the young chili trees do not break easily. Finally, under landscape and fertigation crops part, it is a turmeric fertigation crops. My activity regarding this, it only to repairing a damaged shading nets. And I fix the loose shading and protective net. Because around the turmeric plot area is covered by nets. Include the roof for the turmeric plot is also only made from the net.
After this, we go to the Paddy and Rice Research Center section. Among the tasks and activities performed in this unit are, for each sample of rice seeds. Firstly, dissolve rice seed from the stalks. Second, isolate rice husks from mixture good rice seeds using water flow in, then filter it. Third, dry the sample that has been isolated. Fourth, weigh the rice or empty rice, or both if required. Fifth, count the rice seeds approximately 1000 seeds for each sample. Sixth, put the counted 1000 seeds into a small plastic envelope. Lastly, weigh the final weight after the paddy being put in a plastic envelope.
Next,
The Technology Transfer and Entrepreneur Development Center Mardi already have implement various entrepreneurship programs and modern technology integration through this part. Mardi continues to intensify its program in producing young agropreneurs who make agriculture a modern and dynamic sector and promise high and lucrative income. During my industrial training period, I have seen that these Mardi Tanjong Karang are already use an advanced technology in some of their agricultural work. Lastly, is part of the administration unit. For in each institution, this administrative unit must be the most important part. This function is to control all the operations of the company's institutions. If referred to the situation during industrial training, first of all, we need to first apply for industrial training to get permission and approval. Once the results of this industrial training application are successful, we need to report, and here, all employed data will be stored here. In addition, this administrative unit is also a proper place to apply for take leave during practical training. At the last, when the last day of our internship arrives, we also need to go to the administrative unit to retrieve our data and get the permission from superiors. The conclusion, first and foremost, I would to express gratitude to Allah for giving me opportunity to finish my first industrial training successfully without any problems, and also with Allah blessing I can complete this industrial training report and video. Next, industrial training give a lot of experience that I can gain throughout this program. The most important knowledge that I get is about a real work life in the plantation agency sector, which the courses that I have choose. During the training, I have learnt about the farm organization, work planning, discipline and many more. Last, from the industrial training, it makes feel to improve myself to become much better in order to succeed when working in plantation sector in the future. I want to say thank you to all persons that help and support me in order to finish this industrial training report perfectly on time. Thank you. I would like to apologize if there are any shortcomings in the content creation of this video.